You dirty Criterion snob that's over collecting Criterion and completely ruining your physical media collection? Have you been called these derogatory terms before? Well, let's get into it. In today's physical media news topic video, we talk about why you should be absolutely proud to be a Criterion snob, why other people may just be hating on your collection. We get into a massive rant on why if you're not collecting Criterion, you are completely missing out on true cinema. And of course, we talk about the future of Criterion collecting. Where does the collection go to next? How does Criterion one up themselves in the future? But first, you love collecting physical media just like me, whether you're a Criterion snob as well, or you love another boutique label, you collect 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, VHS, you're in the right spot, my mega collecting friend. Go ahead and mega blockbust that like and subscribe to be a part of the movement of saving physical media out there. And leave in the comments below, do you consider yourself a Criterion snob? What are some of your favorite Criterion recommendations? But let's get into this. But now let's blockbuster into the news here because I'm hearing this more and more. People are being called Criterion snobs out there. Can you imagine that? Why are people going out of their way to call a Criterion collector a Criterion snob? Why are they so angry at Criterion collecting? So I wanted to put on the research hat today, act a little bit like Sherlock Holmes, and try to get into the origins of the Criterion snob theory and why people have been called Criterion snobs just for collecting a boutique label. To me, it made no sense in the beginning. But I mean, come on, people must be jealous or something. Sour grapes out there, maybe. Why do people not like Criterion collectors all the time? I don't understand. Maybe it's because these Criterion titles are very, very expensive, but then take advantage of the Criterion sales with the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale going on right now, right? November, July, they have these big 50% off sales, and then the titles become very, very reasonable, where most 4Ks end up being about $25, and then Blu-rays end up being $20. I think that's very reasonable for a boutique label. Now, of course, if you're collecting off-season and you're paying $50, I guess I understand maybe some people would call that a little bit snobby, but hey, it's their money. Let them spend it how they want to. Why do you care so much, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. But maybe they're just jealous at the end of the day of people picking up on these premium products, this quality physical media, because maybe they just can't afford it, unfortunately. And once again, you got to work within your means. You got to budget. You got to decide what boutique labels are right for you. But I love the Criterion Collection, and to me, this is really a month to celebrate Criterion collecting with the sale going on. But they just have so many banging titles out there. I don't know how the Criterion Collection isn't for most people. You have so many different decades celebrated by Criterion collecting. You have so many different genres. You got comedies, you got action movies, you got dramas, you got foreign language films, you got animated movies, you have family movies. I mean, you have so many freaking titles in there. Yeah, I know maybe they're more well known for some of their obscure stuff. They're more true cinema stuff, you may call it. But still, they have a ton of different movies, even mainstream stuff. It's not all indie films. They do have a lot of that, but they also have mainstream stuff. I remember my introduction was Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I just loved the way this looked with the neon pastel kind of colors. It just screamed 80s to me. I heard great things. I picked it up, and this has become one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's a hilarious coming of age comedy. It is great. I mean, come on, Spicoli in there. You can't do better than that. And I learned so much with all the freaking special features on this film. You had so many more hours to go in to dive into this movie and really learn about the filmmaking aspects of making the movie. And that's really where the Criterion Collection stands, right? It's kind of just a filmmaker's guide to tell you how to actually make these movies and bring about these amazing films and works in cinema. It really goes into detail with all these featurettes and interviews. You get to hear from actors and directors and people writing the movie. It's just so much there that Criterion really goes all out with their special features, which I absolutely appreciate. And then, of course, the quality of the disc are always fantastic. Very rarely do I get a disc that's even remotely bad in any way. I mean, maybe once in a while there may be a technical glitch there, but usually I rarely even notice it when it is reported. But that only happens very rarely anyway. Like, I never have any problems with my Criterion discs. The Blu-rays look stunning, the 4Ks look stunning, they sound amazing. They just are great quality pieces of physical media. And like I said, when they're on a sale, they are completely reasonable. So it doesn't mean you have to collect every spy number in the Criterion collection. Maybe that's why they call some people snobs, because some people maybe are going after everything. But really, how I use it is just to look at my favorites and to kind of explore different areas that I get interested in, whether it's like a certain director or a certain type of subgenre. And I've been a very happy Criterion collector doing that myself. And I don't have a ton of Criterion titles. Maybe I have about less than 50 still, because I usually only get about five or so a sale, but I get the ones that I'm really interested in and the ones I really love. But when people tell me, hey, you're a Criterion snob for even picking up one Criterion title, to me, that makes no sense at all. To me, it's just sour grapes jealousy at the end of the day. And really, you're just missing out, my good friends. So let's rank on this next, because this has to stop. No more use of the Criterion snob phrase, because Criterion collecting is absolutely for everyone. And I'm going to convince you next. So time for Criterion RANT. We gotta be a little prestigious with Criterion rants. We cannot go too hardcore, but we'll go hardcore just enough in a classy way, of course. But yes, the Criterion collection is for everybody. Come on in, my friends. You can be a Criterion collector too, especially during the sale season. I don't get how people aren't all over this stuff. This is a great sale. I mean, people get all wild for the Vinegar Syndrome, like halfway to Black Friday sale. I'm like, come on, those don't even look that discounted. They probably raise those prices so high up, and then you get such a slight little discount, and sometimes it's just complete garbage, right? But Criterion gets really good quality stuff there. I mean, oh my gosh, even if you don't maybe love a movie in the Criterion collection, you understand why it's there. And then also you see the great treatment they put in with the disc transfers, the quality of special features. I mean, they don't skip on anything. I mean, some other boutique labels, they do. Like, you'll get a Kino Lorber title that barely has any special features, and you're like, what the heck happened? So a lot of the other labels are very inconsistent. I find Criterion probably to be the most consistent experience from any of the boutique labels. Once again, in terms of quality of the disc, in terms of quality of the movie, in terms of quality of the special features, in terms of quality of the packaging. The packaging is incredible on these guys. Now, of course, you get the classic kind of clear case that looks so nice with the thick spine. I mean, I do love this look, but sometimes they do go out of their way, and they even do like a cool digibook cutout style, like Menace to Society. I love the way this one looks. Like, where else are you gonna find this? You think a studio's gonna put this kind of treatment into a movie? You think another boutique label's gonna do this? No. I mean, come on. The treatment that Criterion gives to movies that aren't even like mainstream movies is just fantastic. They really celebrate cinema and what they do with their Criterion closets and all that. They just have a fun time celebrating cinema and trying to spread the word about movies and how movies should be watched and enjoyed, but you're also learning about the filmmaking as well. It's just a whole handful of amazingness for movie lovers out there. So I don't understand how anybody could call somebody a Criterion snob, and how people maybe just despise the Criterion collection. I feel like I could find some Criterion title that you would absolutely love. Actually, probably a handful, because there's so many Criterion spine numbers now. I mean, how there's over 1,000, right? I mean, there has to be so many of these Criterion titles out there by now, because they're always releasing titles consistently every year. I mean, they're a boutique label that does put out, but they put out quality stuff, and I absolutely love to see that, being classy as always. So Criterion, I think, is really for everybody. And if you're not collecting Criterion yourself, I think you're missing out on a lot. Like I said, if you really appreciate filmmaking and love movies, we can find you something in the Criterion collection. There's some kind of genre in there, right? Even if you're a big horror fan, there's great horror titles in there, like Night of the Living Dead and other stuff as well. There's good quality stuff there for whatever genre you may love. There's something for you there. They have everything. You can tell me now in the comments below if they're missing some kind of genre. I don't see it. I think they have pretty much everything, which is fantastic. So it really just gets you more into cinema at the end of the day. So if you are just missing out on Criterion collecting, that is completely on you at that point. But if you're a big movie lover, I think you gotta have some Criterion in the collection to see, hey, this is cinema. This is wonderful filmmaking. We're learning about the movies after we watch them or as we watch them, as the stories are untold. You really pick up a lot in these movies. So yeah, Criterion is just a fantastic boutique label. So we need to put more respect on them, people, and stop calling people Criterion snobs. But let's talk about the future of Criterion collecting. Where does it all go to next? What are Criterion's big plans? So talking about the future of Criterion. Yes, Criterion is that boutique label that I think will stand the test of time. I mean, they've been around since Laserdisc. Laserdisc, people. Come on, Criterion's going to be the OG label, and they're going to stick around while other labels are doing mergers like Screen Factory and going other places. I think Criterion is the one that's so prestigious, that has such great quality stuff and such big event sales. I mean, come on, think about it. No other boutique label has been really able to replicate the big event sales, the Barnes & Noble 50% off sales. They really haven't. They're inconsistent in their sale events. You don't know what the prices are going to be. With Criterion, you have consistency. It's Criterion consistency. It goes together. You know exactly what to expect from prices. You know exactly what to expect from quality. You just know what you're getting there. And so no matter what, you're probably going to be pleased with Criterion titles. Now, it doesn't mean every Criterion movie is for you. Remember, I've gotten some stinkers, or at least ones I don't like, but some people love them out there. So it's not for everybody, every single movie in the Criterion collection. I'm not saying that. Of course, you have to do your research and find the one that really fits your taste, but there is a path there. There are some taste in there for you. They have everything. So you can find something you absolutely love and then get the best treatment of it you'll ever see, which is awesome about Criterion, and especially with them diving more into 4Ks now. They're doing more collections now. They're expanding on directors. I mean, they're doing some really cool stuff out there, like the Wes Anderson box set looks so darn cool. I mean, they're really going hardcore right now. The Breakfast Club on 4K, Eyes Wide Shut on 4K, House Party coming out to 4K. I mean, so many great titles that are just so salivating that I'm just so excited for this stuff. And they're not only doing the mainstream stuff, though. They are actually doing still the classic stuff they're known for, still the foreign language films they're known for, still the independent films they're known for. So they're doing that combination right there where they got something for everybody, and that is incredible. And I just absolutely love these sale times they're having. I love the celebration there. So yeah, yes, Criterion is awesome. I think we know that now. So no more saying people are Criterion snobs out there. Let them collect how they want to collect. Criterion is definitely one of the great boutique labels, if not number one. They are fantastic. But you guys got to let me know in the comments below. What do you think of the Criterion collection? What do you most love about them? Do you think they are the best boutique label? And how are you participating in the sale? What titles have you picked up or you plan to pick up? Let's have those fun movie conversations down below. Let's respond to each other, of course. Get that dialogue going. Hit the likes on each other's comments. Hit the like on this video. Turn on that subscription. Turn on that notification bell. Hype up this video. Let's get it on the leaderboards. So that way we keep everybody entertained and informed in the world of physical media collecting. And we are part of this movement to save physical media collecting, because you love collecting. I love collecting. We got to keep it going. So we got to get the word out about these amazing titles. But have a great day watching and talking your movies, my friends. And you love this physical media topic, another great way to support the channel, just watch more videos right now. I'll put up a Criterion playlist. Just go through that, marathon that sucker. Have a great time being classy, my friend. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.